Just a quick video to show where we're at on this 3-litre engine. There's the bores. We've had the crank in and out a dozen times to give it just about 1 millimetre of rod clearance each side of the bores. Pistons are done. Crank's now back out. And I've just trial fitted this first primary wheel that is driven by the crank there when you drop the crank in. That then pokes through the crankcase. The block is now trial bolted to it and it meshes on that wheel there. Bit of oil dripping off. You want about 4 or 5 thou clearance when wet. I'm turning this by hand quite easily. So we're getting there now. That now meshes, but the mesh depends on the thickness of the gasket between the block and the crankcase, which is bolted down there, and also on how you've machined the centres and had the wheels machined. And there's various gear wheels I've got to change the mesh, between the crank and that wheel by changing this wheel here, or by moving the crank in the white metal. And then you can change this mesh between this wheel and that wheel by moving the block further away with a thicker gasket, or putting a thinner gasket in, or indeed modifying this wheel and the teeth on it. Sometimes we have to cut them quite deep. But that one's now turning beautifully, and all the way through, driving that wheel there. So it's coming, Craig, it's coming. Just a bit more to go.